Hi everybody, this is the Planet Earth here. I'm actually crying right now because this is day 4 of the withdrawal, and I just feel like utter... I'm back home, but I feel like utter crap. I feel like just the most horrible feelings. It's just horrible. I'm not paranoid or delusional. Luckily, I'm not. But I'm feeling terrible because a simple doctor can't write the prescription that I need. I want this to stop. It sucks so hard. They're trying to hard taper me off these medications. It's having its good moments and its bad moments. I've had to start avoiding a lot of stuff, and it's it's getting bad. And I don't like this feeling. I don't like it. And no one is helping me here. Nobody. Except for the doctor. That is the one I was when I was admitted medically to the unit. Because my blood pressure was so high. They had to IV me my Ativan and then taper me off. They gave me a shot of 2 milligrams through direct IV, which is a straight shot through the arm, not through intramuscular. It was direct IV access. Intramuscular. No, it was intramuscular. It was the direct IV. Now I am just literally suffering so much right now. It is the most horrible feeling in the world. I'm currently taking 1/4 of the medication that I was actually less than 1/4 of the medication that I was taking before, and this is terrible. It's a terrible feeling. I shouldn't be tapering this fast. I've been on it for 5 years, going on 6, and I just feel terrible. It really sucks. It just really sucks. It just it really fucking sucks. I can't sleep. I haven't had 8 hours of sleep in 4 days. I've had maybe every day. I've maybe had 2 or 3 hours, and I don't feel tired because of the withdrawal from the elevated levels of anxiety and stress for no reason. I also get headaches from polycaffeine withdrawal, actually. When I stand up, I can barely feel anything. I can't feel my muscles really well. And my balance and vertical, not too much vertical, just balance is off. My libido equilibrium is completely off. When I try to reach for stuff, I end up not reaching for it. If I'm scared because even though I'm still taking zero point 0.5 of Ativan, I'm still having these terrible withdrawals. Now, you can't visually see it, but I am literally suffering. I feel like an out-of-body experience, but it's not. It's called not delirium. I forgot what it's called when you feel the out-of-body experience, but not quite out-of-body. It's more like I just don't feel myself. I don't feel happy. I don't feel sad. I just feel numb, and I can't sleep. I can't eat. I literally have not eaten except for a little bit of potato salad. I haven't had a proper dinner. I don't have an appetite. I am literally suffering so much right now, all because I want to get off this medication because these people here are so fucking mean. Except for the doctor, and the nurses, and the staff. Are you tired? At least you're giving me comfort, because I don't have any comfort. I don't have any family. I don't have family anymore. But like I said, it's terrible feeling. My doggy. Hey, you're a good boy. It's just a terrible feeling. I don't know how else to explain it. I wish that you guys don't get on the medication and don't get on it. Because this will happen. If you're suffering from benzodiazepine withdrawal or you are taking these medications, you need to start weaning yourself off now while you have a chance. If you've been taking them for so many years, your withdrawal is going to be extreme. I'm going to give you worst case scenario, even though it's very unlikely. something happens in the United States, you can't access no more to the pharmacies for some godly reason. Your plane crashes, you land in an ocean on a remote island. You've been taking Ativan for so long. Um, these are just crazy ones. You move to a different state, and suddenly you're not able to access these medications anymore. This medication is so mean to me. It is so mean to the millions of people who suffer from the withdrawal. It is so terrible. Like, I can't even feel my hands. I mean, I can feel them, but I don't. Like, it's like half and half. My equilibrium's off. When I look around, and then it slows, and then it stabilizes. I'm suffering because a few fucking doctors can't get me off on a regular taper program because the laws in Ohio are so strict. If they could only feel what this feels like. If you could only feel what this feels like, I would have never started this medication ever. I would have never started this fucking medication. And one of the doctors was so mean to me when she rejected that medication, was so cruel and unusual. I say it's cruel and unusual. The thing she said, I don't want to repeat over this because it's negative. I can't sleep. I can't feel anything. And this is only day 4. I could only imagine day 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I just twitched. That was weird. I've been having that for the last 3 days. 2 days. Sorry. Just all of a sudden involuntary movement like that. If you're taking these benzodiazepines, guys, I don't recommend you do this. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Don't recommend it. This is a terrible place. Dayton, Ohio is just terrible. Ohio, period, with their laws and strict regulations because a few people abuse the system with the heroin. It affects all of us because of a few people. And that was taken as prescribed. They have access to, every pharmacist has a system where they can access to see if you've had prescription medication. And all my prescriptions are valid, and all my prescriptions have been accessed by the doctors. That's why they're helping me. Because they've seen how much out of it I've been taking for years. For somebody to cold turkey me, and then wean me off to 0.5 from 4 milligrams, it's incredibly dumb, in my opinion. Why don't they go through benzo withdrawal syndrome and see how they feel? It's a horrible, horrible feeling. I don't wish this on any enemy in this world because it's like a feeling of like your body's trying to fight everything for no reason, and there's no reason for it, but it's there and it's fighting and fighting and fighting, but there's no reason. If you guys could feel what this feels like, you guys would never make fun of anyone who has taken these medications, ever. You would not make fun of anyone. You would not like the way you feel. It's the worst feeling in the world. It is worse than a panic attack. Well, it's up there. I just don't feel well. I don't feel sick, I just don't feel well. And if I was to take my medication regularly, like I have been for the last 5 years, I wouldn't have this issue. I'd be making retarded videos like I usually do. All my hospital videos have been inside ER rooms, and that's not what I want. My channel is for driving videos. It's for tornadoes nearly destroying my neighborhood. You know, it's for other things other than benzodiazepine withdrawal in real time. I know there's a lot of people who have been detoxifying on YouTube. And it's not fun, and I feel for all of them. I watched a lot of videos today about those guys who were suffering from the withdrawal and their symptoms. The only one that I would be concerned about is the seizures. Not necessarily comas, just seizures. I'm just worried about seizures. But after day 4, 5, and 6, you're not likely to have seizures from going off of so much Ativan to less than a milligram of Ativan. Now, if it was a milligram, I'm probably sure I'd be fine. This would only be half the dose. And then I'd be able to go off of that within a couple months. And then taper down to the point of 0. But to be honest with you, I'd rather stay on the medication. Because I have panic attacks. And when I've been on this medication, I have been completely fine. This is not fair to me, and this is not fair to the people who genuinely need the medication that live here in the state of Ohio. I'm going to file grievances against a lot of people, especially my doctor, my former doctor. You can't suddenly stop taking this medication, and I think it should be weaned off slowly and not fast. If you're going to detox somebody, you got to give the body time to adjust. There's a lot of forums saying 14 days is not long enough, and it's not. This is dangerous. I hope and pray, even though I don't really pray, I hope that somebody clicks in their brain about the laws of benzodiazepine use in this state and opens them up a little bit more for people who genuinely suffer from anxiety. I asked a couple nurses that were in the unit, I asked a couple of them, do any of your family know about Ativan? I said, yeah, my mom takes it. She's never had an issue with it. How much does she take? Yeah, she takes 2 milligrams twice a day. I said, I almost dropped everything that I was holding and broke my phone. Well, I didn't break my phone. It dropped and hit the OtterBox. I was like, excuse me? How many years? Oh, she's been on it for like 15 to 20 years. They would never take her off of it. She's never had an issue with the medication. She's an older woman, though, but she has a lot of panic attacks. Oh, I said, oh, okay. So they're framing me for being young. Or is it some kind of grandfather plan? She was baffled when she said, wow, I can't believe they're taking you off that much dosage in this short amount of time. They shouldn't do that. They should take you off at least only half a milligram every 2 or 3 months. That is the safest way to do it and the least anxiety-free way. So I recommend to the state of Ohio and to all other states that are so strict on benzodiazepine use, why don't you get the facts before you think that everybody's automatically some sort of drug addict? Because not everybody going into your ER room is a drug addict. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Planet Earth here.